She is overconfident. Meghan refused King Charles's kind gesture with shocking 4 words. Meghan Markle surprised King Charles with an unusual 4 word response to his kind wedding day gesture, a book claims. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry tied the knot on May the 19th, 2018, in St George's Chapel at Windsor Castle, after announcing their engagement in November of the previous year. Meghan was wearing a Givenchy gown and looked stunning. Although it was an illustrious occasion, the build-up to the ceremony had not been smooth sailing. Royal biographer Robert Hardman, writing in his book Queen of Our Times, The Life of Elizabeth II, published this year, has given insight into what happened, including Meghan's response to King Charles III's kind gesture, which left the monarch somewhat taken aback. The former Suits actress was left stranded, with nobody to escort her to her prince and future husband, after her father, Thomas Markle, pulled out of the wedding with less than a week to go. At the time, Meghan's future father-in-law, the now King Charles, offered to step in, telling his daughter-in-law he would be honoured to escort her to the altar of the chapel, the Mirror reports. But according to the book, her reply to this gesture was somewhat unexpected by the then Prince of Wales. At the time, it was believed that Meghan's mother, Doria Ragland, would walk the Duchess down St George's Chapel, but her future father-in-law stepped in. Prince Harry's father told the Duchess he would be glad to escort her, but Meghan had surprised him by asking him, "Meet me halfway down." I'm sure that's paraphrased because that's not a full sentence. Mr. Hardman said she wanted to make her big entrance alone. Writing in Queen of Our Times, author Robert Hardman says, feeling for his future daughter-in-law, the Prince of Wales offered to step in, saying he would be honoured to escort Meghan up the aisle of St George's Chapel to the altar. The reply, according to one friend, was not quite what he was expecting. "Can we meet halfway? There we go." Here was an indicator that this was no blushing bride, but a confident, independent woman determined to make a grand entrance on her own. However, Charles, according to some, had understood what she's going to do with his family. According to Hardman's book, the response Charles received when he offered to do the honours was not quite what he was expecting. According to Angela Levin's book, Camilla, From Outcast to Queen Consort, published this year, Meghan was seen as a breath of fresh air for the monarch, with there being great joy that Harry had found someone to love and cope with his life in the spotlight. But since that day, a lot has happened for Harry and Meghan, from welcoming their 2 children, Archie and Lilibet, to quitting their royal roles and leaving the UK for California. And relations between the Duke and the Duchess and the rest of the royal family have been strained. However, last month they were reunited with their royal relatives, with whom they have a rocky bond in the wake of the sad death of the Queen, aged 96. During their time in the UK, they attended the Queen's state funeral and even joined Prince William and wife Kate for a walkabout in Windsor in the days after the late monarch's death to view floral tributes and meet well-wishers. However, now they've returned to California. Attentions have turned to what might be included in Harry's upcoming memoir and his and Meghan's reported new Netflix documentary show. And now royal expert Duncan Larkham has said it's now the time for Harry and Meghan to decide whether they want to be in or out when it comes to royal life.